recap is going to be about queefing. Is your queef cute and sexy, or is it like a motorboat?
Alright, so I've never queefed before, so what is it technically?
It's basically a pussy fart.
Okay. Glad I've never done that.
It happens when literally the penile genital part is...
So does that mean you're like
banging it up?
It's...
Not necessarily, because you can queef without having a penis in your vagina.
That's correct.
How does that work? Wait, no, explain that to me.
The pussy is wet.
It's wet.
And you can queef.
It's endowed with vaginal juice.
Yeah.
Imagine.
It can definitely be embarrassing. Like, you know, if you're having sex at the moment and you queef.
Air comes out.
Because
it's embarrassing.
it's like air.
So like air gets
and it
trapped
sounds
in there.
Too much
Right.
pressure going into the vagina, and as he's pulling out and back in, it's air contract, and it goes some type of way.
Wait. So
not like a fart.
is
but like
it-
But it sounds like a fart.
it sounds like a fart.
It sounds like a
Sounds
fart.
embarrassing.
It's
But
okay.
I mean, it sounds like, you know, he's putting in work then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Well,
It could mean, for me, I think it could mean like two things. Like, either you're super wet and you're enjoying it and it's a good thing, or your pussy's calling out for help. Like, help me, please. You know, rescue.
Exactly.
I know, it's getting banged up, you know?
So
you're getting banged the fuck up.
So is queefing sexy?
Not for the woman, I would think.
Yeah,
It's
I
embarrassing, but it's okay. I mean, no.
Are you just like...
There's some men that like it.
You know?
Yeah, I was
There's some
wondering,
men that are
would they
attracted
like
to
it?
it, and some men are like, "What's that?
So-
Your pussy's party?"
Oh.
Yeah,
Who
but
does
some
that,
men
you
are
know?
attracted to weird things, you know, where
Yeah.
I
you
know.
accidentally go to the bathroom or...
What are they like? Like a squeegee trying to go
Exactly.
On your
There you
thing?
go. That's
Yeah.
tapping and banging and banging and banging. So basically you think it's like a cry out for help, like leave this pussy alone. And I guess other people think it's sexy. It's kind of hot. Right?
Well, I think it's both ways, you know. It's because you're wet and you're into it and that's happening. And your pussy also may be calling out for help, you know, because it's getting banged up.
Well, I wish that gay man had a queef, but there ain't no such thing as a queef. If we queef, it's called a fart. That's all. It's just a fart. You know, it's a fart. You know, there's
Yeah.
something pretty, something gorgeous. It's a fart.
I think
And
some
it's not
men would like
attractive
it.
at that.
Well,
No.
do you think a fart next
I'm
to you
just
is
saying,
attractive?
because we're comparing
You're right.
a vagina fart.
Unless if a guy is literally sitting there on your asshole, like trying to get that out of there, which is really easy. It's really easy to get somebody to fart. All you gotta do is press their belly. It ain't much work. Whether or not it smells like air is a whole different story.
That's true. Does it stink?
No.
No.
it's just-
No.
I would
It's
imagine
just
not.
air.
It's just compressed air into the vagina.
So what if you had a loose vagina? Would it actually sound like the pipe organ of a boat? Like,
Oh my god.
Mix of that.
well, we'd be like, like,
Oh man.
but okay, so I mean, obviously it's a big deal. I mean, it happens to a lot of women, right?
Right. Like, it's happened to me a few times. It doesn't happen to me all the time.
Right.
It's happened to me a few times. And I even had an incident where it happened when I wasn't doing anything.
Oh.
Well, there's no way you can control that. You can't squeeze your butt cheeks and not fart, you know?
But how did it happen, like, without something going on? Like, were you
It was,
contracting it?
something happened like the night before,
Uh-huh.
you know? Some good.
Uh-huh.
And then the next day, I was just like walking around and, you know.
So the air was just trapped up there.
It
It
was
just kind of
trapped up
moves in a certain position.
Well, I mean, you guys have a cavity in there, you know. It's air could totally get built up in there.
Yeah.
You know? It's just, I can't imagine though. So, obviously, if it's happening, something else must be happening for it to get there. So it must be good, you know.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm guessing it's
Pressure.
kind of sexy for guys. I imagine a straight guy must be like,
Yeah, I think some guys
Yeah.
like it. They probably think they're putting in work or something.
and I imagine. So you guys get embarrassed at the end. At the end of the day, it's embarrassing.
The first time,
I
yeah.
think, yeah. I mean, if
But after
you're
so many years.
after
Okay.
being
She has an
going
expert
anywhere.
queefing vagina. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, I have an expert farting butt, so you're fine. My butt's an expert at farting. But hey, you know,
Alright, guys.
got it.
So that concludes this week's episode. Kind of interesting, right? If you're a girl and your vagina's queefing, you should let us know because we want to talk about it. We're going to talk about it next time. So if y'all had a good time and you want to let us know how you felt about it or if your experience with queefing wasn't that great, just give us a call. You can call a phone at 646-902-4521. You can text us. You can message us on Facebook. You can do anything you want. You can even tweet because we're on Twitter too. All right. So if you guys have any questions, let us know.
See you next Wednesday.